Are there any laws you can point to that the Attorney General used to take action against the sheriff and others?
I think at a minimum, threatening to perform an act of violence, which again is a misdemeanor and it's minor, but he's the highest elected law enforcement official in this county, and he's saying these terrible things, making threats, and we're supposed to hold law enforcement to a higher standard, and this is certainly not that.
You alluded a little bit to this next question. You answered it a little bit earlier, but what's next for MucCurtian County?
We have a county community movement here called MucCurtian County Movement 2023, and I'm not part of that. They're independent, and when my first big story broke the reporting, they formed very quickly. They've been vigilant. I mean, even with the Attorney General's decision, it didn't seem like they let that get them down. They keep fighting for change in our sheriff's department and in our county government, and I just applaud their efforts.
And what is next for Chris Willingham?
This whole situation over the last 2 years, it's really made me jaded to this county somewhat, and I just don't want to raise my children here anymore. So we are in the process of moving to Tulsa, actually. Just
there's an improvement.
Going out in public here is a little different than it used to be.
I'll listen to it again because I caught it in the middle.
If you don't mind, can you just give maybe a quick summary of the events that kind of led up to that flashpoint incident?
In the summer of 21, I began hearing from officers, rumors of mishandling of evidence and of an affair between Sheriff Kevin Clarity and was then the captain of investigation, Alicia Manning, who had only been an officer for 3 years at that point. They wanted me to do something. They felt like this was wrong. But at that point, I felt like it was rumor, and that's not what the role of a newspaper is in the community, is to write, affairs or rumors. So I kind of kept my ears open. Didn't do anything about it until November of 2021. There was a firing of 2 longtime jail employees, and several people quit in response to that. I heard about that. I've written nearly 50 articles about the sheriff's department in the past 2 years.
Was it you or someone else who left the reporter in the county commissioner's room?
On March 6th, that was my dad. My father was a publisher, I think it's it. He covered a county commissioner meeting for 40 years. He expected that they were having meetings after the meeting, so to speak. So with items that were not on the agenda, he had noticed that they were voting on things prior to that were not listed on the agenda, which is a misdemeanor. Minor stuff, but it is, we hold our elected officials accountable. We had no clue what he would be getting when he played for the reporter.
What have you been doing since that story broke?
The story is ongoing, so I'm working on another piece this week, in fact. So it seems like they continue to do things that are I just kind of hold my hands up in the air, and I can't believe it. And I think a lot of people feel the same way. For the entire 2 years that this has gone on, I kept thinking, I'm writing another article. This looks really bad. Someone is step in and do something about this at some point. And that just never happened.
That was actually going to be my next question, is what is currently the overall attitude, the overall feeling in MucCurtian County as it relates to the sheriff's office and the county commissioners?
The people in that reporting have really big families here that go back generations, and their families are really angry about what we've done. But I think overall the community is very supportive and wants to see a change in our sheriff department and wants to get our county back to normality, back to just doing regular business here.
So Attorney General Gendron Drummond announced he isn't taking action against the sheriff, correct?
Yes,
And so, do you agree with his decision?
it really shocked me. I think if I had said the things that they said, or anyone had said the things that they said, we'd be facing charges. I
Yeah,
don't understand it.
yeah.
I think they were thorough. I think the USBI was very thorough. They did their jobs. I just don't understand the decision.
Are there any laws you can point to that the Attorney General used to take action against the sheriff? And
I think a minimum threatening for an act of violence, which is very minor, the highest elected law enforcement official in this county, and he's saying these terrible things, making threats, and we're supposed to hold on to a higher standard, and certainly not.
you alluded a little bit to this next question. You answered it a little bit. What's next for McCurtian?
We have a community movement here called MucCurtian County Movement 2023, and I'm not part of that. They're independent, and when my first big story broke with the reporting, they formed very quickly. They've been vigilant. I mean, even with the Attorney General's decision, it didn't seem like they let that get them down. They keep fighting for change in our sheriff's department and in our county government, and I just applaud their efforts.
And what is next for Chris Willingham?
This whole situation over the last 2 years, it's really made me jaded to this county somewhat, and I just don't want to raise my children here. So we are in the process of Tulsa, actually.
Security cat.
Going out in public here is a little different than it used to be.
Oh. Well, he says that there's been shit going on for a couple of years, so it sounds like going to have to research that newspaper, get some stuff dug up. And then he said, well, they didn't do their job, but they did do their job. That don't make sense. I think he's trying to save his ass, sounds of it. Sounds like he kind of got threatened and showed that they will back them threats up. So I do not know. I do not know. Interaction. Satisfaction. Up to my neck, motherfuckers. Yeah, it's 100 years old, can you tell? 100 years old. Motherfuckers still assess good, though. Uh-huh. Fucking got that little dash set up the whole 9 yards. Fucking hating life. Fucking hating life. Oh, I guess some of y'all hating it now, too, huh? Corruption, corruption, corruption. See, all that shit coming. All went away. It proved the fucking experiment. You motherfuckers will bend over and take it and run like hell. It's terrible. It ain't terrible being here where I'm at right now in this moment. But other places you can be too. Mhm. Mm. What's happening? Get that thing. Make some this baby on me. So they get a fucking another one. Fucking code. I should get out. Take this way out there in the sun. It's hotter than fuck. Oh, that's same time. Oh, I need to get out, but I don't want to. But we got nails to make, tiles to lay. Sure do. It's so good to get out there and fucking air. Well, anyway, that's MucCurtian County fucking corrupt shit. You gotta check this shit out. It's pretty fucked up. Cops get away with threatening murder and having illegal fucking government meetings. Blah, blah, blah. Fucking. But threatening to kill people or making plans to. Fucking all that shit. Oklahoma fucking attorney general. Well, yeah, folks, there's nothing we can do about that. They all well within their right. I'd have done the same thing. The chick is real cool. Yeah. The other chills. But anyway, whole lot of nothing going on today. I need to get a lot going on. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. But, I'll do some push-ups like they say y'all for a minute. Damn sure do that. A long way around though. OLLT off. Necessary day. Necessary day. Huh. Anyway, I'm gonna get into some Klondike shit and then I'm gonna get into some MucCurtian County shit. See you fucks later. What's up, JC? Well, I just seen you. How you doing? I don't know if you're still here or not. Find out. Show you shit. JC telling folks, check him out. I'm fixing to drop down. Get on up out of here. JC, I got you, bub. I appreciate you being here. But let it run just a minute. Yeah, I'm fixing to get out. Get out. catch up on a few questions, and then get busy with shit. Don't mind his thumb. Appreciate you hanging out. We'll catch you on the flip. Much love. Till then, go fuck yourself.